neighborinos. It's Stoudman coming back at you once again as I do one of these things for some reason. Well, today I'm going to talk to you, as you may have surmised from the title here, about some Blu-rays that you probably don't want to pick up, or maybe you do. But there are problems. Put it that way. There are problems with these releases. Significant problems that need to be addressed. I've already talked about one of these releases, at least in an article that I wrote. And you'll see why. It's going to be fucking prominent, easy to see. I won't even have to explain anything. No words are necessary in regards to this release. But before I get to that, I just want to talk about this release, which I say, if only for the packaging alone, go for it. But be aware that what's inside the packaging, maybe not so good, maybe not exactly what you want. So I picked up here for about $21.50, I believe it came to, which is actually cheaper than you find it on store shelves right now. Its manufacturer suggested retail price, I believe, is $24.99 or something like that. And being that it's only available in Future Shop, only available in Canada, I was actually very lucky to find it for less than asking price. But yes, I've picked up here Pan's Labyrinth, the Mondo Steelbook, the exclusive Mondo Steelbook here of Pan's Labyrinth. It is beautiful. Look at this cover art here. This is just fucking beautiful, man. Fantastic movie, I might add. What I really like here is when you get up here to the top in Spanish, they've got the name of the movie with the description as well. It's just fucking fantastic. And on the back here, you've got a list of special features. But the thing is, it's a slipcover. It's a plastic slipcover for the steelbook, which keeps it in place. It's a beautiful plastic slipcover, I might add. Now, I got it all dirty, and I might, clean it up a bit. As you can probably see, it's a little dirty, but, yeah, full of fingerprints, because I've been loving it, handling it. But, yes. It's very nice to have this. If you don't get it with this, then, I don't know if I would get it, because this has the listing for the special features. This has the little description of it. It's got the pictures from the movie. You know, without that, you just got your basic steelbook on the back here. You got the nice artwork, which is very nice. It's got an embossed little feel to it there. Very cool. And as a Mondo Steelbook, it's one of the nicer steelbooks out there. So you're not going to have to worry too much about scratching or things like that of the artwork. And when you open the case up, this is what you are greeted with. Very nice inside artwork for a steelbook. Whenever you get a steelbook from Mondo, you can almost be fucking guaranteed that you're going to get something absolutely stunningly beautiful. And that is definitely the case here. But the disc inside, now it comes with the Blu-ray and the DVD, which is the same, I believe, as what you get with the traditional release. And therein lies the problem. The traditional release of Pan's Labyrinth, particularly this Region A version, has one of the worst transfers, Blu-ray transfers for a movie ever. It has a really, really nightmarishly bad transfer, just not up to snuff for a movie of this caliber. And it's very upsetting, honestly, to see. It's not like the worst transfer you ever see. The worst transfer, honestly, in my opinion, would be the Predator transfer. Predator Ultimate Hunter Edition, as Sean has called the Ultimate DNR Edition. They have DNR'd out all of the detail to the point where you'll be watching, if you were to pause the movie at any point, it would actually look like a watercolor painting, because the colors and everything are all washed out because they've just slathered DNR and removed all the fine detail from the movie. And it's truly sad because it's such a great movie. You're going to get the same issue here with this edition of Pan's Labyrinth. You pay a premium price, over $20, for a beautiful steelbook, one of the good steelbooks out there. There are some steelbooks out there like, why would you get it? It's just a basic. It's just a steelbook. There's nothing special about it, right? But this is just a lovingly crafted case. I'll put it that way, right? The case, the artwork, it's all lovingly crafted. It's all beautiful. It's fantastic. It's the disc. It's the contents inside that are not as lovingly crafted. They're not something to be excited about. So what I've planned to do is I really wanted this case. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the discs inside with the UK release, which has a much, much better transfer. I believe the bit rate used on the Blu-ray for the video of the movie on the UK transfer is literally double the bit rate that you'll find from on this particular disc. So yeah, it's pretty bad on here. You're going to want to get the UK release, which I believe is region free, but if it's not, then time to get a region free player, you know? Just another reason to get a region free player, because holy crap, there are so many region 2 Blu-rays out there that are fucking amazing and better than anything we've gotten here, that at this point there's no excuse not to do it. There's just no excuse. You have to start buying movies from other countries because they're just doing it better. And Pan's Labyrinth is very much a case of that. So, yeah, buy it for the case if you're going to buy it at all. If you like the case, but part of the big reason you want to get it is because of the movie itself, and you want to get a really good copy of the movie so you can enjoy it for years, then you're going to have to buy the case and the movie, or just the movie from the UK, or just buy the movie from the UK and just say screw it with the case, with the steelbook. But I personally love Mondo Steelbooks. They always do such a fantastic job on the artwork, on the actual packaging. What I really love about their steelbooks here are that they have this spine here. They have the inner spine. Now, when you get these kinds of spines with the traditional Blu-ray case, where essentially it's 3 pieces, it's got the front cover here, the spine itself, and then the back cover, 3 pieces of plastic, that can present a problem because what happens is that in shipment, usually the corners up here of either side will get chipped off, and can get chipped off as it gets thrown around in shipment. And that's why you typically want to look for Blu-rays that have just 2 pieces of plastic, the front cover and the back cover, simply because you're not going to run into the problem of a broken Blu-ray case up here or down here. But when it's a steelbook, you run into the opposite problem, where in shipment, if it's only got 2 pieces, if it's just the front and the back, it can get more damaged. It can become more of a problem, and it's a lot harder to keep in good condition because you're talking about something that, you know, is fairly fragile. It's made of metal. If you hit it the wrong way, if it falls the wrong way, it'll get dented, it'll be ruined. So the nice thing about the Mondo Steelbooks is that they do have this spine down the middle, this third piece here, which allows you to easily, without any problem whatsoever, open the case. No threat of anything going on here, just moving it back and forth, no problem. It's got like a sheen on the actual artwork itself so that there won't be any scratching taking place. And unlike other steelbooks, you actually get artwork on the inside instead of just, you know, the basic steel background. So it's a fairly nice package. If you're going to get a steelbook and you don't like steelbooks that much, then you definitely go with the Mondo Steelbooks. But be aware, that certain Mondo Steelbooks are only available in Canada, certain Mondo Steelbooks are only available in the United States. It just depends on where they get the most money. I think honestly, they sell these out to different companies at different times depending on who's paying them the most money, and then it ends up being an exclusive there. I believe their most recent exclusive was at Best Buy, but for a while there they were working with Target, and you can find a lot of their exclusive titles at Target right now. Actually, if you go onto Target's website, I believe you can find this one. Maybe. No, I think it's The Thing. You can find The Thing Steelbook, which is another one I want because it's a fucking beautiful Steelbook. Even though I already have the movie over there, I still want it for that beautiful Steelbook. If you go on their website for Target, you can find that on there, online there. But in regards to this Steelbook, if you're in the U.S. and you want to find it, your best bet is going to be to do what I did, to go on Amazon.com, where I found it for $21.50 shipped with Prime shipping. And other than that, you can maybe set something up with somebody. If you have a friend in Canada, you can make a deal with them, or you can just buy it directly from Canada. The shipping is going to eat at you though, because it's very expensive shipping from Canada. I believe it's because they only have one place that all the shipments come through from Canada. So the further you live away from that particular place, which I believe is in like Toronto or something, the more you're going to be paying for shipping. It's fun. It becomes a problem because on the West Coast in particular, here we are. I'm technically only a few hundred miles away from Sean, right? But if I want to send him a package because he's in Canada, just a few hundred miles over the goddamn border, because he's in Canada, that shipment will cost me $20 to $30, because it doesn't just go right up there the way that it probably should if shipments actually fucking function the way that they were or are supposed to function, you know. If they actually went from point A to point B instead of going, you know what I mean? If they actually worked the way that they should, that would be the case. And it probably wouldn't cost too much. It would cost like $10, $15 or something like that. But because it doesn't work that way, because instead it goes from my place to fucking the East Coast. It has to travel across the entire continent and then travel back across the entire continent of Canada because of the fucking stupid way that they've got it set up. They don't have any other fucking place taking any fucking packages. I mean, Jesus, what the fuck, Canada? But anyway, I digress. Just pointing out that if you're going to try and get it through Canada, it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny, even though their dollar is down quite a bit right now. Yeah, sure, you won't have to pay as much for the Blu-ray when you buy it, right? But when it comes to the shipping cost, that's going to be like $10 or $15 just for the fucking Blu-ray. So, great, you saved money in the conversion rate, but you still have to pay the shipping. So it doesn't fucking matter all that. It's going to make the price shoot up again. But anyways, that is the reason, all that I just got through explaining, that is the reason why if you do get that, you're going to want to get the other release from the UK as well, and that it's not a perfect release. This next one should be fairly obvious why it's not a perfect release the second I hold it up. Need I say more? I mean, for Pete freaking sake here, look at this. Look at how ugly this cover art is. Look at this disgusting, fucking omelet yellow with the fucking what's that Adam Sandler movie, right? The one where he's with all his fucking friends and they did a sequel to it. I don't fucking know. Not Pixels, mind you, but I just described every Adam Sandler movie ever. I apologize. But, you know, it's the Adam Sandler comedy movie font for Better Off Dead. This is like a classic, irreverent movie from the 80s that was very John Hughesian in style, but also just went off and did its own fucking thing. And, you know, it's become one of those treasured, offbeat cult classics since then. And what do they do with this treasured, offbeat cult classic? They paint it up like a goddamn street. I'm not even going to say it. They paint it up, they throw it out there on the street, and they say, buy it, buy it, buy it from the seediest person you can find. No, Harvey Keitel, I do not want to buy your copy of Better Off Dead. Comment in the comment section if you even got that joke. Holy crap, that was bad. But yes, this gaudy artwork is just horrendous, and it comes from, I don't know if you can read that, but CBS Video, CBS Blu-ray. I was unaware that CBS did Blu-rays. Apparently they do, at least in this case. And if you read the back here, there don't appear to be any special features at all. However, there is. So what I found hilarious as I was looking on the back here, thinking and saying out loud to my friends, there are no special features on this thing. I'm reading through, like, there's no section here mentioning any special features, nothing. And then I get down to the bottom, the little box part here, and I read the fine print, and the fine print here says, some of the information in the table below may not apply to special feature. Special feature? There's no special feature listed on here. There's no special feature up here. Nothing. Nothing is listed here. And then I look further, go down here, and in one of these little boxes here it says, special feature is not rated and may not be subtitled. What special feature? There's no special feature listed up here. If there's no special feature here, then why does it talk about special features twice? So I pop it in the Blu-ray. Lo and behold, pop it in the Blu-ray player. It's got a special feature. It's got the theatrical trailer, which is like the, you know, basic bare bones thing to just throw in there. It's a 4x3 theatrical trailer for the fucking movie. I will say this, the transfer, from what I can tell, from what I've seen, looks fucking phenomenal. Well, at least it looks pretty good. I couldn't tell perfectly, but I could tell at the very least that the colors were just beautiful. They were very well done. The color treatment for this was well done. It's a shame that can't be said about the fucking cover art. This is a goddamn travesty. Which is why I'm really hoping that Zavi or one of those kind of companies that does, you know, secondary kind of artwork like this, whether it be in steelbook form or some other form, I'm really hoping that somebody gets around to providing better cover art for this. I might even think about if there's a second release of this at some point from one of those secondary release studios. Might even think about picking it up that way. Again, a second time. Simply because this is disgusting. I don't even feel good about owning this. And it cost me $10 and some change, which I was okay paying because it was money that I didn't even know I was going to have. It was money that I earned from ad revenue that I had gotten from not Netflix, I'm sorry, from writing articles on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles website that I write for. So they allowed me to do an article where I was, posting links to Amazon and stuff like that, and that actually ended up getting me a pretty penny, netting me at least the $10 that I needed to pick this up. Put it that way, and yeah, very happy about that because otherwise I probably would not have picked this up, and I've been wanting to watch this for quite a while. So I said, you know what, screw it. Yeah, I'm paying $10 for a release that has shitty artwork, but at least I get to watch the movie that I want to watch. And at least the transfer looks like it's okay. It could be worse. But that being said, as I was joking around with my friends, you're probably better off not buying this Blu-ray. Oh, get it? Because it says better off dead. I know. I'm a dad joke elemental. But yeah, this is a great fucking movie. It's a hilarious movie. But again, more than enough reason with this cover alone not to fucking buy it. And then it doesn't hurt that there's one special feature that isn't even listed up here, but they hint at down here. And it's the fucking 4x3 trailer. And then you open it up and you find out how bare bones it really is. Because it's a fucking eco case. Thank God that it did not get damaged in shipment like almost every other eco case I've ever fucking had. So, you win some, you lose some, and I would say that this is somewhat of a draw, as is this. These two were pretty much draw. I got the case that I wanted with this one, but I'm going to have to get the movies again another way. And I got the movie that I wanted with this one, but god damn, if anybody ever does any other artwork for this, let me know. Deserves better fucking treatment. Do you fucking know? The same guy, Drew Struzan, the same guy who did all those beautiful fucking posters, all that beautiful artwork for the Star Wars franchise, did a interesting, although I didn't love it, but I thought it was a pretty damn good poster for Better Off Dead. Drew Struzan did a poster for Better Off Dead. You're telling me that you can't get the Drew Struzan poster and slap it on a fucking special release of a cult classic comedy, dark comedy, that a lot of people love? You're telling me you don't think they would love to see that? Instead, you're going to try and sell this offbeat comedy that most people who watch Adam Sandler comedies would probably not enjoy or get. You're going to try and sell it to that audience with this shitty cover? Are the studios just fucking retarded? Are they completely fucking out of their mind? I don't get it. Because I know that the people behind these releases aren't always to blame. Usually, sometimes the studio will have maybe 5-10 people in a small building or a small office or something like that, working on every single fucking aspect of their home video releases. That's how much they've cheaped out on it at this point. So I know. I'm not blaming everybody in that small little office, but I would say to the studio who okayed this shit and who is being so fucking cheap, do not get the fuck off. The people who are actually interested in buying your product don't want to see shit like this. They want to see you get the Drew Struzan poster. They want to see you put that on the packaging. And I guarantee you, even if it was a fucking eco case, even if it was fucking bare bones like this, if you put the Drew Struzan cover on there, it would have sold 2, 3, 4 times as much as it already has. Maybe even more. Why? Because the people who buy home video releases are the same people who were renting VHS copies of movies back in the day based on the beautiful cover art on those VHSs. They're the same people who value cover art, who valued it back then and value it now. Why do you think every time a specialty company like Scream Factory comes out with like a specialty cover and it's a reversible cover that has like, you know, the original artwork on the inside? Why do you think every time that a company does that, it sells like fucking hotcakes? People go out and they buy every single release like that. It's because artwork fucking matters. You don't think it does. You think it's a means to an end to sell it to a certain audience. You're trying to sell it to the wrong fucking audience. Because the audience you're trying to sell it to is going to throw these away anyways. They're going to watch it once. They're never going to watch it again, if they even watch it to begin with. Because it's the same audience that you're trying to get to switch to fucking UV and shit. So why then? If you're not even putting a fucking UV code in with this, why? Why would you try to sell it to that audience with this shitty fucking cover? It makes no sense. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. The Pan's Labyrinth thing with the transfer not being that good, it makes a little bit of sense, at least, because the transfer is from like 2006. It is literally like 10 years old at this point, and they still haven't done a new transfer because, again, they're cheap. But, you know, at least there's something behind that. The idea behind the way that they sold Better Off Dead, there's no sense behind that. No common sense at all. They do not know the audience that they need to be selling that to. They do not understand their audience at all. They do not understand the market at all. It drives me nuts sometimes. It really does, because it's just like, if they had someone like me working there, right, then I could tell them, they could just run everything by me and be like, what the fuck are you thinking? No, you can't sell this. No. Get this artwork the fuck out of here and get back to me with something that's better than this. You know? I could sell you so many more copies just based on little details like that, by like getting better fucking artwork on there that'll cost you a few extra fucking pennies, and you'll see dividends because of it. Dividends! But I digress. Why give me a job doing anything, right? I just know fucking everything you need to know! I'm ranting now. I'm rambling. But anyways, this has gone on too long. This video is almost 30 minutes long now. So I'm going to end it there. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for listening to my ranting, raving, lunatic fucking obsession with Blu-ray discussion. And remember, in the case of these particular Blu-rays, buyer beware. That's all I gotta say. So anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace.